Hi, welcome to From Hiding to Being Me series. And today we are speaking about emerging the self, the I, the one that we call I. I'm so excited because, as much as I love to explore each part, the body, the physical, the emotional, and the mental, this is like the part of the soul, the part of the one that is hiding and is emerging. And yeah, it feels very exciting to me, very alive. If you just found this video by its own, this is fifth episode, fifth transmission, I may say. The first one was From Hiding to Being Me introduction, and then we did stripping the body, uncovering the emotions, revealing the mind, and today is emerging the I. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wherever you are always on time, divine time. I would love for you to anchor your presence here, whether you're watching live or the replay. What I really like to do, especially that this is about hiding, where are you hiding in your life? Because often I've been hiding behind camera, behind other people's content, and I was not allowing my presence to be there. But as I've mentioned previously, it's like if you anchor your presence and if you say, I am here in the comments, or you may wish to say something else, but I am here is a beautiful anchoring statement, then it's like this transmission will make so much more impact on you only because you've highlighted your presence. If you are hiding and watching something or listening to something or doing something from a distance, you will not receive the fullness of what is here. You are like side, sometimes when we go somewhere, it's like we don't want to be a part of something, but we are just looking what's happening. And it just, when we are in that position, we don't receive the fullness of what's available to us, and our mind often gets in the way and judges the experience or even the transmission. But can you trust that if you've landed here, can you trust that there is some gift for you here, that there is some gold? Trust your own guidance, trust your own discernment, because if you go to different places and complain and judge about everything, then you're sending yourself a message that your choices are most of the time wrong, right? So let's shift that, let's change that, let's stay empowered. I am here, you are here. Let's stay connected, and thank you for being. Okay, now I think it's time to do our 3 breaths. If you are new, we are taking inhale and exhale through the nose. We are intentionally sending or taking the energy into ourselves, into our head, top of the head. Then we are holding it for a moment, and as we exhale, we're sending the energy down, saying, I am here. And the energy is guided down into the pelvis and into your legs and feet. We're going to do that 3 times with a little break in between. Okay? So take a comfortable seat. Maybe wiggle a little, make sure you are comfortable. And roll your arms up, back and down. And gently close your eyes. Notice how you feel already with your eyes closed. Notice what is happening within you when you are distracted with your eyes open, and now when you are focusing your eyes inwards. Okay. Exhale all the air out. Take a deep inhale. Hold the energy on top of the head. And as you exhale, send the energy down into your pelvis, then into your legs and feet, saying internally, I am here. Allow your breath to come back to normal for a moment. Notice how it feels to be here fully. We don't want the mind to be engaged in this. We want the wholeness of you to be here. You experiencing this moment, this life. Okay, another inhale through the nose. Hold. And on the exhale, say internally, I am here, and send the energy down through your body into your feet. Notice, be aware, observing the sensations in your body. And let's take one more breath in. Hold. Send the energy down, saying, I am here. And now truly experience yourself. All my energy came back to me. All my energy is here and now. Notice how it feels to be fully present. What's changing, what's shifting. You being anchored in your body, in this space where you are, with me in this transmission, anchored in your life, in this universe. And now you are here. Can you acknowledge that this is such a gift? You are here. You are really here. You, the real you. Not the one that you have made up. Not the one that you have presented to others. But the real you. The one that's perhaps been hiding beyond certain masks, roles, aspects. Now you are here. And you may want to ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? And your mind might try to tell you you are this and that, you are your name, your age, the sex, the nationality, occupation. Drop that. Who are you beyond all those things? I used to love contemplating myself. If I was this body, therefore I wouldn't change, right? And when I was young, even when I was in my mother's womb, I was nothing like I am now. So the body keeps changing. But I still call myself I. So I'm not the cells of my body. And I love to give this example as well, that if someone cut off your finger, you wouldn't say, I lost a part of me. You'd say, I lost my finger. And if it's yours, you are not it. Now let's go into the emotions. If you are feeling fear or excitement, sadness or love, can you notice that these states also come and go? They are not permanent. There is something beyond that, something that notices these emotions. Your thoughts, your beliefs. I am smart or I am stupid. I am slim, I am fat, I am tall, I am short. Can you notice that these are just beliefs? I can't do anything right. I am perfect. Whatever the mind says, whether we think it's good or bad, doesn't really matter because it's not true. It's not who we are. We are beyond that. And my deepest passion is to contemplate on that and to truly observe who is the one that I call myself I. And now there is this presence, unwavering presence that is aware of my body and is aware of your body. If we drop the idea of the body and if we stretch this presence to the left, to the right, to the front and back, even up and down, can you notice that the presence that is aware of my body and the presence that is aware of your body is one and the same? Can you notice that we are connected? Can you notice that the creation field that created me and you is one. We just seem separate, made into the physical, dense reality of this universe. And the awareness is here in the body with all that we have experienced, all emotions, limiting beliefs, or empowering beliefs. And can you notice that what makes you you is this uniqueness of your experience, uniqueness of the way you look at life? If you were to look at life through my eyes directly, you'd be able to see the world as I see it, but it's not possible. I can share with you how I see the world, and you can only see the world through my eyes, but through you seeing me in a certain way. And someone else, if they see me differently because they have different experiences of their life, even though I'm describing the same world, they will see it slightly differently than you. Isn't this wonderful? And this is what true emergence means, to stay connected to this essence that is beyond those limitations, beyond emotions, beyond the body, beyond being pretty or ugly, being angry or being happy, beyond being overwhelmed or calm. There is a deeper aspect of us, the I am presence, that is the same. And then we choose which I am we want to experience in this world. We choose if we want to be doing this or that, if we want to experience this or that, talk to that person or the other. Like you are here listening to me. You've made a choice to be here. But maybe something led you here. Something higher beyond what you think it is. And as you're listening to me, I invite you to really connect with this I am presence that you are. I am unique. I am perfect as I am. I am loving awareness. I am truth. I am life. I am freedom. And can you notice that through the one that you call I, there is life flowing, constantly flowing. Life of this universe. And your body responds to this life force. And we can resist it or we can allow it to move through us. When we allow it, we are in receiving mode and we know that everything happens for us, not to us. When we resist it, we are at war with life. We are judging our experience. Can you soften and allow yourself to be yourself. Allow the life to flow through you exactly as it is. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And keeping this sacred awareness on the sensations in your body, gently open your eyes. Can you feel yourself a little bit more? Can you notice that you have emerged? My desire is for everybody in this world to truly experience themselves, because a lot of people don't know who they are. And I've been so struggling for many, many years. It's I want to say, one of the worst feelings I can imagine, to not know who I was and to feel that void that I spoke about in, I think, the first episode and throughout this series. And when we start to discover who we are, when we start to emerge, it feels like the whole world becomes different. Suddenly we realize we are creating everything. We realize that we have more power over our life. We realize that we don't have to react to life with our emotions, but we can respond with presence, with loving awareness, and allow the life to be as it is, at the same time building this new frequency, what we want to experience within ourselves, within our body, and allowing the creation field to change, to shift, to experience us, experience the truth of who we are. So if I was to ask you, who are you? What would you say right in this moment? Because the answer may change, and it will change. And I've been to a few retreats where we've been contemplating for many hours. I think it was about 13 hours a day. The question, who am I? It's called Enlightenment Intensive, when we sit opposite one another and contemplate in dyads, in pairs. And I must say that the answers shift, the answers change, but the I am still stays the same. So yeah, please share in the comments as well if you want. Who am I? Whatever comes to you from the now experience, not from the books, not what you've learned, not what you think about yourself. Just practice really tuning into the present moment and answering from that, whatever arises. And I'm not going to share what arises for me, because, well, I've shared a bit from through the meditations, but I don't want to pre-program this experience for you, because it is unique and it's not about right or wrong either. So I've had so much to share, but let me just tune in. Okay, I know. I know what I really want to share with you. The I am presence can only grow and expand through creation, right? If nothing happens, nothing changes, if everything stays the same and we stay the same and we don't move, like, the world stays the same, right? I mean, the world would change because it is changing. But if it wasn't changing, everything would be the same. Now, we are, and we are growing and expanding all the time. And through our growth and expansion, we get visions and desires, or visions that awaken desires in us, which we must honor. And a lot of people think that desires are not good, that we should not have desires. I feel like there is a misinterpretation of many spiritual teachings, and I believe what they are trying to say and teach us, that desires, which I, by the way, like to call cravings, cravings is something from the ego, and cravings is something that we feel empty and we feel like we're not okay without it. Therefore, I'm craving that thing that is outside of me, like I'm craving the water and I don't have it yet. Therefore, I must get it. And there is this control and pressure and fight with life. But so that's craving. When we connect to our desires, it's like I have a desire given from God, universe, not religious God, by the way, but God that created everything. The field of consciousness source. When we connect to that and we receive vision in our consciousness, or we have a desire to experience something, to create a project, to meet someone, to have something, whatever it is, can we trust that it serves our expansion, it serves our truth, and it serves the life itself? Because when we connect to the desire, and this is something that I understood recently very deeply, when we create our life consciously, we are actually weaving light in the fabric of this consciousness. When we don't acknowledge our desires, the heart-centered desires, not the egoic cravings, when we don't acknowledge our desires, we allow our world to be created through our unconscious mind. And a lot of times it is darkness. It creates darkness in the world. It creates the things that we don't want. It creates chaos. That's why I love focusing on desires, because most of my life I've buried so many desires of mine. I did not want to even acknowledge I have desires, because a lot of people told me that it's not possible, that I shouldn't dream, desires are bad, they won't happen, it's better to prepare for the worst. And I just made this belief about myself and about desires. And now as I started awakening to this process, is like, wow, desires create everything. And if I don't allow the desires to lead my life, then I'm creating the opposite of my desires, which I'm still creating. I'm not creating. You can never not create. You are always creating. So do we want to create our life consciously with light, or do we want darkness to be present in this world, in this universe? This is a question that each of us can answer individually, but I believe if you are here, if you are on my channel, you do want to create with conscious awareness. You want to light this universe up with your desires, with your creations, trusting that these desires are good for the world. These desires are for the betterment, not only for you, but for the planet. Because if you fulfill your desire, you start to feel good. If you start to feel good, your husband or wife or partner or kids or parents or siblings, co-workers, friends, strangers, they start to feel better because your presence is shifting, right? Imagine if I was sad and angry, you probably wouldn't even listen to me right now. But when I'm really connecting to them, downloads that come through me and the message that wants to be transmitted, it feels much better and much lighter, and it feels like you can connect, you can relate, you can feel me, hopefully. And yeah, I truly wish for you and everybody in this world to emerge, uncover the truth, and follow their desires. And I actually wrote a post today that I want to read for you. Um, yeah, you might have seen it, but I'm going to read it. My story hasn't been rainbows and butterflies. I used to shame myself. I was afraid of who I was. I feared my own thoughts. I believed I was inherently bad, and sooner or later someone would find out. You already know this from other series. And so I hid. I hid from the world. I hid from myself. I decided that it would be better to live as someone else. My needs didn't matter. My desires lost purpose. So I built the me I thought the world wanted. The good girl, not too much. Good at everything, excellent at nothing. Holding in emotions without desires. Not speaking my truth. Simple, normal, useful, invisible. After years of hiding, I found my way to emergence. Not through force, but tender presence. Not through pretending, but facing truth. And not through suffering, but actually pleasure. And now I have emerged. What about you? Have you been hiding too? Anchor your presence in the comments below and let yourself be seen. And if you are ready to start your own emergence journey, I invite you to join me in one-on-one sessions, 10 weeks program that is called Emerge, where I see you and I help you see yourself, where I guide you, where we can amplify what you really want, your desires. And when we gently, tenderly, with presence and pleasure, come to emergence together. This is my deep invitation from my heart. Something, again, you see, I've received a vision and I've received a desire to guide people through this. And I can say no. Of course, I can say no. And I've said no many times. But how will it benefit the world if I say no? If I want to contribute to the world, the only thing I can say is yes to whatever comes, as much as I can acknowledge it. And doesn't matter how small or big it is, it seems to be. Can I humbly say yes and bow to this desire to guide me and to spread more love in this beautiful universe, which, if we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. If we change the way we look at ourselves and the world, ourselves and the world changes. It's all a matter of perspective, shifting the energy, allowing the frequency to recalibrate, and staying connected. Connected to life, connected to our essence, without hiding. Hmm. Let me just feel if anything else wants to be shared here. Okay, we're going to finish in a moment, but I want to add my beautiful contemplations and analogy of the sun. So imagine that your essence is like the sun. Naturally, you are light and you radiate. You radiate into this entire universe, and you have this self-generating power to shine. Okay, and now when we hide, imagine that the flower says to the sun, oh, there is too much of you, I don't like it, you hurt me, you are too hot. And the sun is like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, and withdraw the ray. And then another person is like, come on, you should shine brighter because I want to tan and I don't have time. The sun is like, sorry, here it is, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. And if the sun starts to do this for other people, like to life itself, it becomes something else. It's not in truth. It's hiding its pure essence, and it's adjusting itself based on other people, based on life, based on circumstances. And it's hiding its pureness, its beauty. It's withdrawing a lot of light, mostly withdrawing because people tell us we are too much a lot of times. That's what we hear when we are children. But oftentimes we start to pretend and make this really fake personalities of being confident, being courageous, being outgoing, which is also not really our truth. Sometimes we're just masking insecurities that are behind it. So I really want you to focus on this analogy of the sun, maybe even include it in your practice, everyday practice, to sit with the energy of light and to allow yourself just to be and to shine naturally without changing your light, without adjusting your light based on the life around you. Know that your life and your light is exactly as it should be in this moment. And if you always remember that, then you will know that other people's light is also exactly as it should be. And we'll stop try to change everybody else's lives. We'll stop try to change ourselves to something we are not. We just will start naturally unfolding and becoming authentic and live connected to our truth. And may it be so. May all beings live connected to their truth. May all beings be blessed, be themselves authentically and apologetically. And may our desires help this universe to become more loving, more light, for the highest and greatest good of all. Yes, I feel we are complete. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining this series. If you've been here since day one, I bow to you. But if you only found it, I also bow to you. And I really encourage you to listen to the other series, because you'll find out not only more about me, but more about you. Because my stories will probably resonate with something that I say. And you will start to reflect about yourselves a little bit differently. And maybe my story will also connect to the people that you know, which will help you understand them and build better relationship with them. So whether you join me in Emerge or not, I wish you all the very best. If you are interested in anything else that I offer, all the information are underneath this video. Thank you so much and lots of love to you. Bye.